Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whatever, whatever. It's like I'm just saying, whatever. Whew. It's another day in paradise. Let's get on with the 411 of the crazy of the world. Yeah, but we've got to get lipstick on first. So this one, I can't even read what the color is. Let's see what I am doing. Le Coral something. I'm doing Le Coral irrelevant, or it can't be irrelevant. I don't know. What is it? I don't know. It's coral. It's coral. So I'm putting that on. So I look beautiful. Yeah. Mwah, mwah. So got the lips going. So once you get the lips going, you can face the world. You know, Pluto's gone retrograde today, and Eris is at the highest degree that we have ever seen her. So this is like, I feel like I know it's really a good day, like it's a positive day. Of course, I always have my butts, right? I always have my butts. Yet, um, being in a very high vibrating day, being in a day that is like, yeah, let's go for it. Let's get out there. I mean, we could, with Eris where she is, I mean, she did start the Trojan War. I kind of like Eris because she's a badass bitch. She just makes people really look at their shit. Like she really, um, how do I look at Eris? Eris is like the one who will make you really question things, right? I mean, who's the fairest one of all? And if you have the ego or the um that you're so lost that you have to be it, when you look at all of the evil witches and stuff, or even who's the fairest one of all, like Snow White is based on Eris, right? um and people are fighting, and they want to know, and they want to know, and this is can invite a Trojan horse. So that's the thing. It's like you don't want to invite the Trojan horses. You don't want to invite the crazy in, but you want to really look at what is it that I am pursuing and where I'm going and what I want to create and manifest within my world. And how am I going to put down the steps? And there is going to be a split. There is going to be where a lot of people aren't going to get it. Like they're going to get lost. And I mean, we're seeing like such craziness. Um, it kind of it makes me laugh. It's where all of the protesting and everything that's going on, and it comes down to a humanitarian thing, especially with these protesters. Protesters are not even they're not even a part of what the people are fighting for. I mean, things are going deeper than what people actually realize or what they see. From a lot of these protesters are getting paid to do what they're doing. And they're putting up these barricades and barricades and stuff. And it's like it's just kind of like the Trojan horse. You just want to barricade, yourself into this area and take it over because you're fighting for this cause, a cause that you're not even living. You're not even a part of. And you're upset because they're, you know, um, a government's funding, government saying, here's some money. And you're mad because they're giving them some money. And just think about that. I just thought about something like you're mad because you gave somebody money and then they did something you don't like with that money. Just think about that. It's kind of a fucked up one. when you think about it. And I think that's where, especially with Pluto going retrograde and heading back to Capricorn, we're going to see a lot of crazy disruptions start to begin. And I mean, it started with the Aries or the Aries energy. And I mean, the thing is, Aries is a spark. That's what it is. It is the spark. It's the god of war. It's the one that gets you going, and the one that gets the spark going, the one that gets you really like riled up about something and gets you real pissed off about something, and then sits back and watches because other people are going to come in and take part. Other people are going to take hold of it. Other people are going to carry it to, the next level. Because that's what Aries, it's the beginning. That's all Aries is. Aries, it is the beginning. It is that spark. It is that one that gets you riled up and going. Now you can get really riled up about something real positive and get going, and then allow yourself to allow for, beautiful actions and energies and frequencies to come in to take you to that next place. Or you can get into the real cray shit and get into some really false flags and some places that are stupid and dumb and retarded, you know, and that's where we're at. I mean, we're, when you, the other day, a couple weeks ago, one of the girls was really, really sick at work. And, whatever. Okay, you're sick. And I know they've all had the elixir. They all, fell suit. You know how many? I don't know, 2, 3. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't discuss it. And then one said, I had to do 3 or 4 tests to see if I had COVID. Okay. And I kind of looked at her and I'm like, so you did a test until it proved that you had COVID? And she goes, what? I said, you test it and test it until it proved you had COVID. And she sort of looked at me and when she goes, well, the first ones came out negative. Okay. But then you tested again. Well, sometimes they don't always tell the truth. I'm just like, and then she sort of looked at me. She goes, that doesn't make sense, does it? And I'm like, no, not really. It doesn't. But that's the Looney Tunes ground that we're in, right? We're in this clown town that is trying to make sense of things. And yet there's frequencies that are there to bring in the higher consciousness for people. And I find for me, as I'm pitter-pattering through my little world, is that for me to do what I do, it's like either you want it or you don't want it. Either you want a reading or you don't want a reading. Or either you want to take the classes or you don't want to take the classes. It's not up for me, to get out and start preaching to the choir. Because I'm kind of done preaching to the choir. If you're there to create whatever it is that you want to create or do whatever it is that you want to do, I am definitely there to be there for you. But if you just want to continue on in Clowntown Looney World, so be it. So you continue on in Clowntown Looney World. That's why, another reason why I don't say too much to my kids, because it's like either they don't want to discuss it, they don't want to look at it, even though you try and bring it up in some way, and then they don't want to hear or whatever it is, whatever, and I'm just like, okay, you have set your course the way you want to set your course to do the way that you want to live your life. Cool. That's on you, not on me. And I have to do the same for me, and set the course on where I need to go and what I need to do. And I feel that that's where the energies are, to get out, to take the risk and to utilize what it is that you have. And that's what I've been saying, what are those things that you have inside to really create it? And it isn't to go out and just you know, be crazy and just go out and just do it, kind of like that just sort of random. I'm just gonna go do it and just cause chaos. No, that's like a hippopotamus shitting and farting at the same time, if you've ever seen that. My grandson showed me it. And it was this hippopotamus coming out of the water. And when it poops, it flats its tail back and forth so that its shit flies everywhere. I don't. It was very funny, but Mateus explained it. The reason why it does that, it's to ward off its any predators or that are trying to get at it. So that's what it'll do, and so it'll have its shit fly everywhere. Well, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to be a hippopotamus shitting and farting at the same time. You you want now I got that visualization in all your heads, right? What you want to do is say, yeah, I got the power to do and create what it is that I want to create. And you know what? What are the steps to do it? What are the things that I need to do and up my game, up my values, up the way I want to be seen and be heard and not just go around and spread my shit everywhere like a hippopotamus. So we want to go forward. We want to up that game, want to up the ante, man. We don't want to just, you know, uh, do that. That's not what we want to do. And the other thing is like, I'm watching all of these celebs are now becoming Christians and everything. And which is cool. But Russell Brand did something which I thought was quite unique is that he got baptized, but then he pulled out a deck of tarot cards. And I think he pulled out the 8 of swords. And, basically it's like, yeah, he goes, this means, what is blinding you? What are you holding on to that you don't want to step forward with? And are you so afraid of a tarot card? Is that idol that you are saying is blasphemy and evil when it's showing you right here that you don't want to step forward and take your blinders off and really see the true truth of what the world has to offer for you? And it's just kind of like, what? Crazy. So I mean, yeah, you could be baptized. You could be a Christian. But the thing is one of the big thing is that it's to step into your power and your truth of what it is that you want to create and give to others and give to yourself and not get stuck up on the idols. Not get stuck on the idols. And that's the biggest thing. You don't want to get stuck up on the idols. And that brings me back because what I said about the magic the other day, I guess really pisses people off. But that's the thing. It's like the reason why I'm seeing, like with the fairies or the devas and stuff like that, not being so fully present, not being fully there, because they want you to really look at your gifts, look at your power. Start utilizing the power that you have because you have it, not reliant on some idol to have it done for you. And that is huge, right? That is the biggest piece to this is that you have the power within you. And when I was being downloaded some of this information and stuff and wrote it out, and I was just like, okay, it's like, but I love magic and I love the fairies and I love all of that. Why now today as Pluto goes retrograde, it's just like, okay, I see because there's so many people that are going to be split within the collective, really split. Like you're going to start seeing like a huge where people are um you know like kind of thing. And the other part too is when I stand up and I say, this is wrong, and I see the protesters, you can protest. I don't care. Like I may not agree with what you're saying, but as long as you're doing it and not harming other people, that's the big part. So once you start harming others, I kind of take offense to that because the thing is, the one thing about Pluto in um, Aquarius, it's going to bring out the crazy humanitarians. It's going to bring out the craziness of people to say, yeah, I'm justified because I believe that you can't be killing people, but I'm going to barricade myself and I'm not going to allow you to go to school or do what it is to what you need to do to enhance yourself. you know and you think about it, it's like you're just wacko. That's a new word, because after Pierre said it in the House of Commons, he's like, oh, you're a wacko. Um, that's the thing, is that you're seeing that it's like, okay, you're stopping me, you're barricading me from doing what I need to do, but I'm going to allow you to peacefully protest and do what you need to do. But I want to come out here in peace and love. I want to come out here in harmony. I want to bring forth something new and different in creating a rapport and an understanding, so we don't have to continue on with the disagreement. You know, we could agree to disagree and carry on and live a very harmonious, loving way, right? And you're just watching where it's like, no, that's not where a lot of people are or what they want. And that's where the split comes in. And that's where the craziness starts to come in. And we need to really come into that place of love, and a place of that humanitarian of love, and not of non-judgment. And that creates us into a higher vibration of bringing forth greater values and wanting to bring forth those values. It's taking it and bringing those values to a place of, yeah, this is what needs to be done. This is what we need to be doing in the name of love. Like love is undefined. You can't really describe really what love is, but there is this point where love isn't just laying in a meadow with daisies and flopping around with puppy dogs and things. This is love. Is you stand firm, and you say, no, this is wrong. You do not have the right to hurt or harm somebody. This is wrong. This is when you see, let's say, someone being an asshole to a dog. Okay, this is what I'm going to take it like a dog, because I know a lot of you guys are dog. What would you do if you saw a guy beating a dog on the street, like really beating the fucking shit out of it? You'd be like, fuck no, you're not doing that. I'm stepping in. I'm calling the police. I'm doing this because it's a dog. It's an innocent dog. Now, take that feeling, because it's that love of that animal, the love that, no, I don't want no harm to happen to that animal, right? Now take it to be a human being. A human being, right? Take it to be a human being, and take it to what they're doing, and with those protests and how they are inflicting harm upon another human being. All right. Now, either side, whatever's happening in the Middle East is happening in the Middle East. This is here in your front yard. It's not, it's what you're doing, just go on doing about your business. But they feel they have the right to harm you because they have an agenda. And they're getting paid to do that. Right? And that's interesting. They said they removed my content. Who removed your content? I didn't remove your content. I didn't remove nothing. I don't know who they are. Who is they? But that's the part, where we're coming to is that piece of, the beat. Well, I still see your, the app. Oh, I still see beat him, and they said they removed my content and the answer I sent. I see that, and I see your other comments, so I don't know what they removed. If there was something else you said that I didn't see, maybe that's what it is, because I don't see it. Good morning, Holly. Good morning. So that's that's the place where we're at. And yeah, the other part too, which I think is really bizarre, bizarre, is that I can go and take a video and it's in 4D on my phone. Like on my phone, I can take a video and I can do a movie. I could do it in cinematic. I could do it in all kinds of shit, right? The video that's coming out on all this shit, you can't even pick anything out. If they can do recognition of you walking or jaywalking or whatever it is and say, oh, we know who you are, boom, 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 boom. Yet everything that they're sending out right now is as looks like 1970 grainy shit. You know, that's what kills me. You know, I'm just like that, why isn't it clear? Like it doesn't make any sense, right? So there's something else that's going on and something else that is really, at the core to this, like really bringing something more out there. And I feel that again, this is where, people have to really start really looking at, and because there's so much that's coming forward and Pluto being retrograde, he's going to start bringing up more of this shit. He's going to start bringing more of the crap. And you really have to come in with your discernment, and you have to come in with your love, and you have to come in with that understanding and take a step back and say, whoa, 2020 was easy. It was like, nope, okay, that's shit. That's, they're up to something here. Here, there's just like boom, 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 boom. You're being bombarded from so many sides, so much information. And it's just, and then you're just like, okay, hold on. I have to recenter myself. Ooh, that's weird. Close my eyes and I got, okay, that's just okay. Thank you. Coming back and recentering yourself to a place. And as I closed myself, I got Saint Teresa. And bringing that energy of Saint Teresa, and bringing the energy of this of coming in. It's like, yeah, we got to come into this place of love. We got to come into this place of centeredness, because when we can do that, we can make the changes. You see, that's the whole, like you say, well, they protested in the 60s. Yeah, but their protests in the 60s were freaking love-ins. It's like, come on, baby, let's sit. Let's just sit. We gotta love. We gotta care about one another. That's what it was. It was coming in with love. So that energy of coming in and being of love and saying, no, I don't want you to harm my brother. I don't want you to harm my sister. I want you to really come into a place of caring. I want you to come into a place of saying, you know what? This is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And that's where the awakening starts to happen. But, we're seeing the craziness starting. I mean, I'm listening to some of these Congress guys debate yesterday. It's hilarious. It's like the United States is building a strip off the Gaza Strip, that they're building a port, I guess you'll say. They're building a port there. And there's reasons why they're doing it. But as I said, they're not doing anything. And it just like reminds me of your brother, your sister coming up and saying, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Look at, I'm not touching you. But soon as you go and you say, and you whack that finger away, whoa, free game, baby. It's like almost they're saying, come on, fire something at us so we can blow your fucking head off, kind of thing. It's like, that's also part of it too. It's like, it's that aggravation. It's that aggravation where it's going to aggravate you. It's going to get you to get very pissed off. And then when you get that way, they're like, we got you, baby. We got you. So that's the other part, conscious of your because I mean, I know for me, I could just like fuck you, get your finger out of my face. And it's kind of like a natural reaction, like you're just like, right? And so you gotta like, oh, okay, I gotta count to 10. I can't be doing that. I can't get upset. I can get angry. I can understand my anger. Where's that anger coming from? My anger is coming from the frustration. Where's the frustration coming from? The frustration's coming from, like, hell, why are they so retarded? That's where my frustration comes from. It's from people being retarded. That's where it is. I just gotta say. It comes from people just being like, "Oh my god, are you so really?" It's like listening to someone say, you know, another one with Bill Maher and stuff. Who is he talking to? Oh, it was JFK. He was talking to JFK Jr. and he had him on there, and he goes, "Yeah, well, I've been, vaxxed like 3 or 4 times. I don't know how many times he's been." And JFK, no, nothing on his face, was just like, "Okay." And then they started talking about, and then JFK started bringing up the stats and everything about people dying, and right now in the UK, it's becoming really huge, right? With mysterious diseases that people are getting, and and then Bill Maher says, well, maybe they died of the disease." And JFK just looked at him. He goes, "Then I guess the vax didn't work, did it?" And Bill Maher is just like they say something, and like you catch them in something, and they're just like, "Oh, oh, okay, that doesn't make sense, right?" So this is it's like Clown Town, Wacko City, and that's why it's like, okay, I just got to come in, I got to decompress, I got to really, because Pluto, especially when it comes to September, October, November, people, fucking make sure you got your shit together. Make sure you got your shit together, because you think it's Clown Town now. It's gonna get crazier, and it's gonna get crazier. We just got a letter last night, Steve said, and I looked at it. Our rent's going up in August, and I'm just like, holy shit. Like you're kind of like, yeah, so you're between a rock and a hard place of what to do, right? Do we pack up and move and try and find something cheaper? We could do that. I'm exhausted just thinking about that, but yeah, we could do that. Um, or we could stay another year and figure this shit out. Um, but still, it's another 100. It's over $100 more. So I think it's $110 more that we're going to be paying in rent. And so that 110 is going to come out of somewhere else, right? So that's the craziness that people are going to be experiencing. I mean, a lot of people are experiencing even more than that. I know some people who've gotten notices that their rent's going up like $300, $600. And that's where, again, so you got to come back in and say, okay, what am I going to do to create and bring myself to bring myself to that value? And what is it that I no longer need? Because that's the other part too that's going to come in. What do I no longer need in order for me to be able to eat, kind of thing, you know? So that's another part of it, right? We have room. If you sorry, Charlene, I'm not going to Moose Jaw. See, that's the whole thing. If I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm not I love you. Um, it's like, no, and I know we've had offers from other people, but I have a family. I have a grandchild. I have my kids, right? Even though they're adults, they still are a part of my family. They're still a part of me. And I do not want to move away from them. And that's the other piece too. So I want to be around my grandson. I'm a huge part of his life, right? And we've had other people say, "Oh, you can move out here," and I'm just like, "No, I can't, because I still, again, I want to be a part of my grandson's life. That's it. I want to be there for him, and I want to be there to support my daughter in things. I may not agree with everything she does, but she doesn't agree with everything I do either. So, that's okay. But that's the whole thing. Is like there's going to be a lot of people that are going to have to make choices. And especially over this next, I'm going to say next, by the end of this year, going into next year. If my kids could, I would love to say, hey, let's move the fuck out of Canada somewhere nicer and warmer and cheaper, but of course they have their jobs, they have their, schooling and everything else. So that would be a real disruption and, for them. But, you know, who knows? Who knows? So I'm giving it up to the Holy Spirit and asking for inner peace and a miracle as I meander my way through this craziness. And on that note, I am teaching Reiki level 1. This is the first time in many years that I'll be teaching, and I'm just doing Reiki level 1, and I will be doing the rest. I'll be doing level 2 and masters in the next coming months. But I'm going to start off with the level 1 with Reiki and energy healing. So bringing that forth and doing it. It's a 2-day weekend. It's a Saturday and a Sunday, and it's $150. Email, your certificate will be emailed to you. I'm not going to mail it out by snail mail. I'll just create it and send it out to you through your email. If you want to print it out, cool. You can print it out yourself, or you can just file it in a file or download it somewhere else, whatever. But that's what I'm doing. And so since I, and the other things, because I got to walk my talk, right? And I said to people, I have my master's. I've had, and being a master, you have to be the teacher. So coming out and teaching, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll be teaching and coming out and doing more of that, of what it is that I have, and upscaling it to adding more into it. It's just like Journey Club. We're adding human design into the Journey Club. Pretty cool, right? Same with the astrology, adding different elements into the astrology. And as you're doing that, it's just you're up leveling things, bringing in the up level. So there's that's coming in. I will be doing, as I'm doing the May astrology, I'm going to be doing June astrology. So we're going to be working through the month of June. Throughout each month, I'm going to be having my astrology. So we're going to have May, June, July, August, and going through the transits and working with the elements of the astrology throughout the rest of the year. One of my main reasons for doing that, because things are just going to get really fucked, and you got to have a way of understanding the fuckery that's going to be going on in the world around us. What kind of fuckery is happening today? And and I really hope that you guys can let other people know. Say, hey, Mama's teaching a class. Take it. So let people know and spread the word. I want you to spread the word. Spread the word that Mama's teaching. And I'm going to Manville at the end of the month. So June 1st, I'll be in Manville. So if anybody's out in that area, come and see me. I am taking pre-bookings between 2 and 2:45. I got the 2:00 one and the 2:15. So 2 to 2:15, 2:30. So I have a few spots that are so I have a 2:30 spot, 2:45, 3:00, 3:15, 3:30, and 3:45. So I got a few spots left. The spots, those are 15-minute spots, and they're $40. So if you are going to be in the Manville area and you are wanting a reading, definitely. Costa Rica. Yeah, go to Costa. Yeah, I love to go to Costa Rica. Or hey, how about if we just go to Trinidad, Steve's the way shit's going, we might end up having to go back home to Trinidad. So, and see what happens in Trinidad and go that way, and then maybe go down to Costa Rica, right? So, or where's the other one? Cynthia's originally, her family's from there. Guyana is really hopping right now. So, but you just never know. You just never know. And to create the prosperity and abundance in a different place, So leaving it up to the Holy Spirit, and let us be guided in all that we do and all that we say and all that we be. So what's going on with the cards? Woo! There's a beautiful deck. I think I told you guys about it. It's called Soul Deck, but it's like $80. So if anybody wants to buy that for me and send it, I would like the pink or the purple deck. It doesn't matter. I like the pink one is pretty nice. So, yeah. So if anybody wants to send that to me, that would be. I'm open to gift sending. God, my humility, my humbleness has just gone out the door. Where is it from? I'll have to look at right. I'm gonna have to look at right. The Right to Ritual. I'm gonna look at where it's from. I don't know. But that's where I saw it. So if you go on Right to Ritual website, which is absolutely fabulous. Oh, and before I show you this card that jumped out, which is a fabulous, fabulous card, by the way, there is a new. It's called the Cauldron. It's in the UK. It's a brand new shop that just opened. I've been following her for a while now, and she opened up her shop. And when she opened her shop, and this is what I love. This is, I mean, if you guys want to look at how somebody does a business plan and how they do their business, fucking watch her, because she's been on YouTube for a long time. She loves her Harry Potter shit and everything else, which is absolutely fabulous, and plays on that. But she also loves her magical stuff, and bringing in a lot of the magic stuff and the wands and the crystals and the books and things like that. And even the little stuffies, like the stuffy owls and the pins. Pins are huge. So if anybody has a store, having pins are really trendy right now. Magical pins. But anyways, she had a lineup for her shop in the UK, who is going through huge problems right now. Her shop, there was, I think, either a 2 to 3 hour lineup just to get into her store. I was so proud to see that. I was so over the top to see somebody with a magical store that has that much of a following of people coming in to doing it and coming in to seeing her shop. And her shop, the things that, I mean, everything that's in her shop, she's made. She stenciled the ceiling, and she, even with hanging her the stars down and building all of her cupboards and the colors. Like, I love the colors that she used. Just absolutely fabulous. Just let me bring it. Just 1 second, because I got so excited about her. Magic Cauldron. The Magic Cauldron. Oh my God. I probably won't be able to find it because I got too excited. But, oh, there she is. The Lost Cauldron, it's called. Her name is Sherry Wallace. Some of you guys might already be following her, right? In what she's doing. But she's been on YouTube for a while. She has over 800,000 subscribers. Oh, the cards are from Norway. Thank you. Cards are from Norway. And just let me see if I can share this. I can't play it long because I don't want to get but anyways, this is her YouTube site. This is the YouTube site, and let me go to her video list. Huh. Anyways.
You can do it. This one is for the little ones. I have also gone ahead and made a template for the larger ones, and in Blue Peter style, these are some I've made earlier. I have cut out. So, good morning again. We're back. It's the 20 all white. It wasn't matching the aesthetic. So I've given that a couple of coats. I have a little bit left to do on the bottom bit, but it's looking good. But my next task is, I have some sandwich bags full of these little Apothecary Hubbard names and like ingredients. Like,
I'm stopping it. Now you see her ceiling? She stenciled all of that. Now I'm just saying, I'm not telling you guys to go out and do that. But what I'm saying is that how she's done what she's doing, right? If you want good marketing and want to learn about like especially having a magical store and the things that she does, I think it's absolutely fabulous. I honestly do. And especially to create a following. People love it. And it's so weird. People love it when you open shit online. You know, like, oh, what did they get in the box? It's like Christmas when you wait till, oh, what are they going to get? And you wait for them to open up what they're happy, right? But she will, you know, when she gets new stock, she opens it up and shows people, oh, look at what I got. She belongs to an exchange where you buy, you get somebody's name and there's a theme, and then you put everything in that theme for that person, and then you have an unboxing, right? Because you send it to them and you have an unboxing or unveiling. She has some crazy, really fabulous ideas, and I think this is really a great thing. I honestly, just watching her and just seeing what she's done is pretty cool, right? And if people are opening a store, if you already opened a store, I know some of you have, you know, not picking on you or anything like that, but just watching some of the shit that she's done and filming it. And that's the other thing is like, you know, a lot of you who a lot of my lovely little peeps out there, and like, I'm going to go back to my human design. I'm a projector. You guys all basically are either manifestors or manifestor generators or generators. You all can get off your asses and start doing that shit. And that you guys start doing it, it'll come to you faster than anybody else. It really will. If you guys, you guys out there, many of you who are out there, I know if you start doing the videos and you start, you know, just videotaping it, you can edit and whatever. The shit that you guys do will fly. I can guarantee it. It will fly. People will start recognizing you and start, you know, yeah, this is cool. I want to go see this place. That girl, she's a manifester. I could tell just by her energy and how she's doing things and how she is creating, you know, her things. Her partner has a store in Scotland. And has been running a store in Scotland, and he comes down to help her and stuff to get things set up. And they're just the cutest couple. Just really, they're really adorable. But that's the thing is like watching how she does things, and she's very authentic in who she is, and I love that and that authenticity. So just saying, watching that, and plus I love watching her videos because she's very inspirational, you know. Now she's running her, I mean, she's hired staff and everything. So how she's done it, she's made sure that she is in a financial place to create that and hire the staff, because that's the other thing is that if you do, when you are running your, especially if you have a brick and mortar place, it's very difficult to run it on your own, right? So anyways, the star card is the one that flew out of the deck. The star card. So this is a card after the tower. So the star card's coming out and saying, hey, what is it that you want to create? Where is it that you want to go? We are going to bring something fabulous and wondrous to you. Now, if I can I got so much shit around me. Literally, I got a lot of shit around me. Not literally. It's not the hippo shit. Just saying. Oh, that's too funny. The star card. Am I ready to celebrate and honor the light that surrounds me? So this is a beautiful omen of gentle magic of the star connects you to your inner voice and inspiration and light. bringing forth that inspiration and light that you need. And each of us are made of stardust, and we're boundless, right? And with that comes the Queen of Cups. Ooh, following that intuition of what it is that you are wanting to create and do. And in doing that, it's bringing forth such beauty and such, a place where you can grow. So when the Queen of Cups, which is like the hippy dippy queen, comes forward, what is she doing? How can I put aside some time that is just for me? That's the hippy dippy queen. I just need to go meditate. I need to go and sit on my meditation pillow and allow for the inspiration to inspire me so I can go forward and listen to my intuition. Yeah, that's what's happening. And with that, inspiration does happen, because in comes the Page of Swords. Whoosh! What do you want? My magic wand. Bringing that magic wand to you in all that you say and all you be and all you do. Bringing that truth to you, bringing that forwardness to you so you can continue on your journey and go into a higher vibration. Woo! Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. There you guys go. Have a fabulous day. Let me know if you want to come and join me for Reiki level 1 and energy healing. And let's go out into the cosmos and create some really wonderful, fucking great vibrations. So have a good one, everyone. And let's go out with the dove.